Welcome back to Good Law, Bad Law. It is Christmas Day morning, and if you hear some noise in the background, it might be Bo chewing on a bone or the sound of the rain falling outside. It's a day of family and peace, and so many thoughts and moments to reflect, as I'm doing right now. It's a day of quiet, but we are still in a time of great chaos. Our president is now in Florida golfing, having left another stink bomb in Washington, throwing a wrench in the COVID relief bill that Congress compromised in order to reach the other day. But that is only just the most recent example of the chaos we have lived through these 4 years of Trump. I reflect on so many moments. I had to make a list of the ways that the rule of law, something so foundational, something so fundamental to what it is that makes the American experiment continue to grow and evolve and to work. Um, so many assaults on the law by this president, by those who have enabled him in his administration and in Congress from even before the time he was elected, starting with that now infamous descent down the escalator when he announced his run for the presidency, calling immigrants rapists and murderers, the way he incited violence at his campaign rallies in 2016, the way he coddled and encouraged haters and conspiracy theorists, the Access Hollywood tape where he celebrated grabbing them by the pussy, the dozens of women who then came forward with allegations of sexual assault against Donald Trump, the wanton tax fraud, the first action he took as president in 2016, the Muslim ban, the pathological lying, calling the media the enemy of the people, the coddling and cooperating with the Russians who interfered in the 2020 election, the Ukraine incident, digging up dirt or trying to dig up dirt on Joe Biden even then, which led to impeachment, the funneling of so much money to Trump businesses, the Stormy Daniels payoffs, the voter suppression and intimidation, the undermining of our democracy with bogus challenges, the Kraken, bogus challenges to the 2020 election, an almost unbroken streak of dozens and dozens of lawsuits filed that ended up being dismissed, rejected, excoriated by judges appointed by even this president. The conspiracy theories and QAnon. And of course, the grotesque mismanaging of the coronavirus pandemic, resulting in literally tens of thousands of needless deaths and incalculable suffering on the part of so many Americans. And now, a parade of pardons, not for people who have expressed remorse for their crimes, who have served time enough for those crimes, but pardons for those who express no remorse, who exhibit nothing other than loyalty to the president, notwithstanding committing terrible crimes. It is really just staggering to think of what this one person, this president, has done and the damage he has done to our country. I don't think it should be even debatable, but unfortunately it is, and the damage is going to last for a long time, I fear, and going to take so much work to undo. So on this Christmas day, I'm reflecting on all of that, and yet I can't help but be the optimist that I am. I know one friend will remember that I was voted most optimistic in my high school class, and so maybe that's a good thing and maybe that's a burden, but I can't help it. I believe that there's hope. I believe that 2021 will be a better year. I believe that the election of Joe Biden and the rejection of Donald Trump will be a turning point and hopefully return to so many things in this country that we have lost sight of and that we've given up in this era of Trump. I believe that it'll take a lot of hard work, but that if we can return to some foundational and fundamental values, we can get there and we can get to a better place. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, the arc of history bends towards justice. And so that's what we have to do on this day and on the many, many challenging days that lie ahead. On a personal note, I'm grateful for my daughters. I am grateful for the promise of love that lies ahead. As Kierkegaard said, to cheat oneself out of love is the most terrible deception. It is an eternal loss for which there's no reparation, either in time or in eternity. We've lived through 4 years of the opposite of love. And so I wish all of our listeners and everyone else, my family of friends, and all of you, a return to love in this next chapter of our life, in this next chapter of our country's history. I wish for all of you a time of love, caring for one another, giving to one another, and remembering that that is the reason I believe that we're here. So please be safe. The vaccine is coming, but it's not here yet for all of us. So be safe, take care of each other, take care of your families, your friends, and tune in as we continue another year of this podcast. We will be bringing so many interesting guests and covering so many important topics. There's a lot of work to do ahead, everyone, but I know we can do it. Peace.